Hey guys, what's going on? I know there's some people streaming like Shaneth, and they'll be wrapping it up in a little bit, but hey, I'm in here. So pile on in. Got some good stuff to show you today. Hey, we honored on, started a new show on Pops, the great Jack Kirby, and showed some items like this and some rare stuff. So go check that out. Dave Houston from Dave, Texas, Houston, I should say. He kind of goes by Texas. Showed some great items. Hey, Doc, great to see you. Hope you enjoyed the Captain America items. It seemed like everything I was coming up, Kirby was coming up. Hey, Shadowhawk was coming up Captain America. So I hope you enjoyed the show off on Pop's channel, and we'll be doing that every week. So, and it looks like Pop's, like Dave goes on holiday, he's going to fill in. So we'll have great stuff to show you every week on that, and gives me enough time to prep for this show. Yeah, I'm going to drop my Twitter here. Drop my Twitter link. Got to get the links, get the links in there. Hope you're having a great weekend. I know I am. It's beautiful out finally. Having to move a lot of stuff around because I'm still moving stuff from Mom's house into my house. Have to make room, have to dust, all kinds of stuff. And the big stuff's not even here yet. I've got to go over and get some acrylic paintings and stuff that I've left over there for years. And just because I didn't need the space taken up around here. But you got to make room for it. So that's what we're doing. Everybody, I lost my cell phone when I was down working in Florida. And the very last night I was there. So I came back. I got this little Samsung. Everybody's going, oh, now I have a big, huge smartphone actually this one's better than that. But I was looking around and yeah, I don't even remember using this one. Little Nokia. I mean, compared to that, it's small. I was just struck by how small it is. I guess that's one of my old phones. I don't know why else I would have it. And but yeah, that's a blast from the past. I've shown you a little Pingu, little mini Pez, and Pingu's also, in 4 different features or more, like claymation, a lot of fun. Sit down and watch it with the kids, the grandkids. Just sit down and watch it if you enjoy stuff like that. I do. And really nice that they had little Japanese vending machine type Pez that came out from that. You remember Secret of the NIM? Yeah, that's both of the movies put together there. And a couple that I enjoyed with my daughters. That was one of my daughter's favorite, and I really like it too. The Brave Little Toaster. And then they did a sequel to that, The Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars, which wasn't as good as the first, but hey, sequels generally aren't. They're both fun, though. But back in my day, and Doc will know this too, hey, Mrs. Good Stuff, maybe we'll get some female representation in here finally. Gumby, the Gumby Show. Remember Gumby? Just like using claymation back in the day. This is the complete 60 series or 50 series. So I guess they were still showing this in the 60s. It says 50s. So 60th anniversary for that. And that's been out a few years. And I don't recommend this. It's a pretty wild movie, though. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Have you ever seen that? Came out in the early mid 60s. And they have it on disc now. And I think I may have showed these. Forgive me if I did. Of course, young Bruce Lee there. And Green Hornet, the actor, died not too long ago. So they're both sadly passed away now. That's another great shot of them. Used to watch them in 1966 when I was a wee little pea. And of course, they did Hey, Simple Jack. People piling in for the weekend. Hey, yo, Rex, great debut show, brother. Glad you enjoyed it, Pops. Pops is in here too. Yeah, I thought that was great. Superman and the Mole Men. Yeah, the the 50s, he starred George Reeves. He starred in, or well, he was in. I don't can't say starred in. He was in the very beginning of Gone with the Wind in 1939. Before he kind of got stereotyped, he felt like he got stereotyped into the Superman uh, suit and couldn't get any more acting jobs outside the suit. He had a good gig going. You might as well go with it, for as long as it would run. Green Hornet. Also, this is with Gordon Jones playing Brett Reed. That's one of those serials, but on VHS. And the Green Hornet is related to, as I've said before, in the lore, he's related to the Lone Ranger. And showed a nice Lone Ranger piece. I'll show it again here since I've already showed it on Pops. And I've showed it on my show a long time ago. Yeah, Jack Kirby artwork here. This is the Mattel little made comic game, a wild roundup game as it says there, but with still in the package with Jack Kirby artwork from the 70s, Mattel. And as I say, he's the ancestor, and that was prevalent in the writing of Green Hornet, that Lone Ranger was a predecessor of his. Kind of interesting stuff. I meant to bring out some Doctor Who stuff, but I didn't. I've had a bunch of VHSs I'll show, and then of course I'll get to some other stuff I want to do. Just hey, Tree Goblin, wanted to get to some Doctor Who stuff, but it's sitting just a little bit away, and I'm not going to get it. We'll look at it later. These are from 2013, part of the Adventure Wheels. Misto made them. This is from 2013. I've sold some of each and every one of these on eBay. Pretty nice 5-pack there. Got a nice little Raptor truck up top, and then another truck there. It doesn't sell as well, but some pretty good models in this. And here's another one that I've sold some. I like this sort of Charger here, and it has sort of burnt orange, what I call a darker burnt orange. Also has that little red truck there at the bottom, which is kind of nice, because there's not very many trucks that are very attractive really to sell. I would say cars sell more, but they make cars and diecast than they do trucks, I would say. And 2000, and that was 2013. This is too the Crime Squad 5-pack, all police vehicles. Now, police vehicles generally sell pretty well. This had a retro, like 56 Buick or something in there. Bought a few of these. These were toward the end of my diecast days, so I can't tell you that these sell good or bad because I didn't really get a chance to sell them. But I got another box. I don't see a number on it, so I don't know exactly, if these are in order. But yeah, this is Simon Bisley artwork, I'm pretty sure, with the Hulk attacking the thing. This is Portraits of a Universe. This is book 1 of 4 that they came out with in that, with some Bisley artwork there. And have the Wasp and the Human Torch there as well. Well, you can see, has their names, Bisley and Dave Gibbons, and just the different artists that are featured in this sort of portraits or portfolio book that they did. Kind of neat. For the 0 Hour, I've tried to collect everything in the 0 Hour. I don't know why. It was, from what I read of the 0 Hour when it was out, it was pretty good. So I just wanted to collect all the 0 Hour stuff. I have some stuff signed by Martin Nodell with artwork on it. That's pretty neat. This is the 0, and they used silver ink, in the logos for the 0. Very nice Superman cover, I think. In the early 90s, a nice Incredible Hulk. Here's another Hulk but a gray Hulk. So Joe Fixit, I guess, against with Doctor Doom, yeah, and the Thing. That's wonderful cover. John Byrne, when he was doing it, he did the sort of Kirby-esque thing up there for the Ditko box. Yeah, hey, TJ's in here and Carrie's in here. Good, we got some women. I had to look at the analytics and see if we get 1% women. Right now, it's telling me we had no women representation here. What's up with that? YouTube's really messing up with us. Early Hulk, number 103, where he's fighting the parasite there, the space parasite. Have to make a distinction because DC has a parasite character, Parasite, that goes up against Superman, one of Superman's main villains. There's some Silver Age goodness for us. It's going to be a mixed bag. Here's Wonder Woman number 4 from 2007. I do like the crocodile or alligator there. Nice cover. And X-23, this is Wolverine's clone daughter or something like that, right? I mean, she was in Wolverine the movie with Hugh Jackman. There's number 5 of X-23. She has 2 claws instead of 3. Smash the like button. Yes, thank you, Simple Jack. I love your gaming stuff. Rex, my Rex audio. Oh yeah, TJ has released a couple new videos with her dog named Rex, and beautiful, beautiful dog. What's new, everyone? Mighty Geek says. Mighty Geek in here. Hey man, big crowd in here for the weekend. I hope you're having some great weather. Shadowhawk backs. I got a complete set of 0 issues. When they came out, I forget how many titles DC was publishing at the time, but somewhere around 50, I'd say. Yeah, it was a large number of titles. Of course, they've had to cut back on that. And they do the new 52, and they were like sticking to 52 titles, I think. Miss Good Stuff says, "Oh, right, of course." He says he hopes it worked out. Okay. Hello, Rex, and all the party people in the chat. Yeah, Eric, it's good to see you. Yeah, we showed some great Kirby items today on Pop's channel for the very first time. For the show offs channel or show. And I hope you enjoyed it if you got to catch it. If you didn't, go over to Pops and look at his one of his latest videos. Amazing Heroes 169. Nice mammoth cover. I think this is probably Dinosaur and Cadillac featured on the cover. That's probably what story that's from. I'm not sure. This is from 1989. July 1989. That was a nice little magazine. And I just gave a hint of this because it's Joe Kubert breaking the rules, Pops, just on this one book. Amazing Hero Special in 3D with Joe Kubert hard at his desk there. And Lenny and Norm, okay, whoever they represent, but all in 3D. Joe Kubert there at his desk. And we'll be showing Joe Kubert stuff on Pops' channel next week on Sunday. It's like 2:15 Eastern time, I think. Dave from across the pond, as they say in the UK, will be showing some stuff, and I'll be showing some stuff. And we'll just have a show off. This is Death Head Gold 2, Death Head 2 Gold. I'd never seen a gold edition before, number 1. But once I did, I said, I've got to have that. That's kind of the UK title that they have. Isn't that nice? I mean, just that full, whether you like it or not, it really holds up, with everything going off here and here. Just really well designed. Curse was a werewolf book that Boom came out with. This is part 2 of 4. Nice painterly like cover. Boom Studios. I know those, I paid 25 cents for that. I know I got that from Hastings when they closed out. Some of these books are going to be from Hastings. This one is not. This is a GI Combat number 76 with a Jerry Granetti cover. He did a lot of the war books back then. Jerry Granetti did. You may be unfamiliar with him. I only became familiar with him because of the Adler collection, the production artwork. Um, and this is one that is has three pieces to it with three different colors, and they want a lot of money for it, like 1,000 a piece for each one. This was Robert. They kind of halved up the collection, and Robert's that I bought from Key Comics out in Arizona. I bought all my production art through him. Well, his ex partner had half of those, and he really prices those things up there. And this is an early Adler cover that he colored, and that was the final color, kind of Separatone, early GI Combat, 10-cent Golden Age. I suppose I don't have it. I don't have it dated. It could be early Silver Age, probably early Silver Age. 1956 is going to be the start of the Silver Age. Variant cover 1 of 15. This is returning number 1. I would call this a virgin cover. Nothing but artwork on it. Picked that up at Hastings for like 40 cents. The returning number 1 skull cover. Part of the heroic age. This is the second print variant. Nice Man Thing. Thunderbolts, and I've been working on with Doc Blaylock. We're going to work on my swamp character story here pretty soon. Just got to get him some pictures and he can get started. Looking forward to that. That'll be the Gray Tail story in my 48-page anthology. And like I say, we'll expand on it if we can. And if we need to, then I just minimum 48 pages in Devil Flyer. This is a Free Comic Book Day, and this is an Art T. Bear cover for Overstreet Comic Book Marketplace in 2015. Art T. Bear, Captain Action cover. You can see his signature there. He put it down, his whole signature. So Mr. Black and White himself doing a very, very nice cover for the Free Comic Book Day Overstreet. Overstreet was celebrating 45 years in 2015, so they're well over 50 now. I like the Kirby-esque cover to this. This is the variant cover to Fantastic Four number 642, kind of reliving their origins where they hit the cosmic rays. They gave $1.28 for this. Really kind of homage to Kirby, who drew Fantastic Four number 1, of course. And Future Quest. I love this, that DC started doing Hanna-Barbera stuff, because those were the cartoons that I watched in the 60s when I was, real small. This was Frankenstein Jr. It's like he's putting in his organic, or I guess that would be positronic, electronic type brain. I don't guess there's anything organic about it. But yeah, nice cover. I love Future Quest. I don't have all of them, but I would like to get all of them. I like the Hanna-Barbera. They even did like Banana Splits and all kinds of titles. Scooby-Doo, Got to get to work for tonight, for tonight's show. Mrs. Good Stuff says, have a great night all, and come see us at 9 Eastern if you're not doing anything. Oh, and hit the like button, she says, people. Indeed. This is Rich Buckler cover. A little water damage to this, but I'm not going to complain. I only gave $2.60 for it. I believe I did get this at Hastings. They did at one time have a problem with their ceilings. And it was dripping right over the new release comics. Of course, this isn't a new release comic. Who knows where it came from? And this one might not be from Hastings, but more than likely, the reason I bought it is I had a piece of production art from it inside. So that's probably why I have this issue. Going up against the Manhunter character there. One of the Manhunters. This one also has water damage, it says. Action Comics number 496. Yeah, somebody spilled a splotch or something on there. But not too extensive. Still very, very nice cover, where he's kind of looking into the bottled city of Kandor, which was a city saved from Brainiac, I believe, in a bottle. And Action Comics number 509. Nice black sensitive cover here. So shows color breakage real easy, like on this corner here, unfortunately. Extra in this issue, a complete 28-page bonus Superman story. So yeah, it's extra thick, 40 center. It's got a 28-page story insert in it. Part of it's Radio Shack computers that saved Metropolis in it. And then they would also just do elf and hand it out at Radio Shack, I think. But it was actually bound into that book and featured. Here's Superman number 355. This is a Jim Starlin cover. I don't know about you, but when I think of Jim Starlin, I think of his Marvel artwork that he did. But he also did DC Comics stuff going way back. And this is one of them. It's not too far back, but yeah, I mean, I know he was doing stuff for DC back in the 70s. Some newer stuff that they did. This is an Andy Kubert cover before the Watchmen. Night Owl, number 4 of 4. So this would be the final issue of Night Owl. And has Rorschach there on the cover with him. Very nice Andy Kubert cover. And Night Owl, number 3 of 4. Let's see. We got J. Michael Straczynski, who was the writer who did Babylon 5, among other things. And he's going to be doing a new Babylon 5. Can't wait to see how that comes out. Andy Kubert, I guess, with Joe Kubert and Bill Sienkiewicz inks. So here's an Andy Kubert inked, father and son. Son and I should say. The son drew it and the father inked it. Night Owl, number 3. And it was nice that Joe Kubert, before his death, got to ink some of the stuff that his sons did professionally. Here's Night Owl, number 2 of 4. And this is Andy Kubert and Joe Kubert. Very, very nice with Rorschach and Night Owl there from the Watchmen. Being all detective-y. And Night Owl number 1. This is Andy Kubert and Joe Kubert inked. Very nice, just sitting there. Let the steam be the motion. Here is Neil Adams. It's kind of a special cover. Number 84. I think he did about 12 issues in his seminal, in Dennis O'Neill's wrote that line, and Neil Adams with him, and had about 12 issues in Green Lantern dealing with drug abuse and all kinds of different things. This one, number 84, is kind of special because this man on the monitors back here is Carmen Infantino, who was in charge of DC at the time. So that's kind of nice that they put Carmen in there in the action on this beautiful Neil Adams cover. Sort of your Gil Kane up here, little inserted Green Lantern up there. Dart was this is okay. So I have 3 and 2 here. Here's 2. Need to get a couple individual bags for this. There's Dart, kind of came from Eric Larson, I think. And Dart 3 on the back from Image. Beautiful, beautiful cover to number 1. Very nice. Gave $1.97 for that beauty. Howard the Duck, number 4. Gene Colan artwork. I think that's Gene Colan. Wah, wah. Of course, Howard the Duck has been in movies of late. 25 cents. That's when I started collecting. Although this is still only 25 cents. Back then, you couldn't have given it to me for 25 cents. You know, I wasn't a big Howard the Duck fan. I felt like it diluted down the Marvel Universe. TJ says, I'm sorry, Devil Flyer, but I have to sleep. Have a good one. See you soon. Yeah, go ahead. I imagine Rex, probably your new dog, takes it out of you, has boundless energy, kind of wears you out trying to take him to the beach and all that. Here's a George Perez cover, Wrath of the Ringer. I know why I got this, because I had the work to this cover, number 51. Let's see, it's September, and there's some damage there, so I don't see the year. Sorry, in the 70s. You look, 30 cents, like rubbed a little way. Might even have just a little bit of tape there on there. Might have to get that off one day. But, you know, I didn't spend a lot of money, depending on, but nice George Perez cover for the Defenders. Defenders with Valkyrie, just wonderful, you know, with the Hulk, always having to deal with the Hulk and Nighthawk. And then, of course, one of my favorites that was in the Avengers when I started reading comics, a little bit before this, when they were 25 cents, Hellcat. And as I said the other day, they had, you know, a 4-issue thing called The Cat, but that character, and it looked like Hellcat, but she became Tigera, which would also become like a West Coast Avenger, an Avenger. And then you had Hellcat, which was Patsy Walker, that came out of the romance comics. I have that Defenders book, one of my favorite series back in the old days. Yeah, I mean, they really did have some good reads and good artists. I do believe, I'm thinking Keith might have done some artwork in the interiors around issue 50. That one's a wonderful one. Here is one from August 1977. Try and get a full run of these because there's only 100 issues. Marvel 2-in-1, number 30, with no hair now. She had Spider-Woman. Early appearances. That's when she was trying to break ties with Hydra, because when she first came out, she was a Hydra agent. Of course, she got her own series where she let her hair down, which looks a lot better, but that costume design was always there. I went off the rail, but the first 50 or so were good. Yeah, it went off the rail. Yeah, eventually. Yeah, those first 50 were solid. This is Star Wars Invasion Revelations, number 4. From Dark Horse Comics. Some space action going there. And another copy. Star Wars Invasion Revelation number 3. Seems like I've seen something in the movies that, you know, has that type character in there. Might have been one of the Star Wars animated. Fantastic Four, 115. Gave $3.73 for this. I call that a deal in this condition. Still only 15 cents. John Romita Sr., I would say, cover. Got the thing all wrapped up there. Beautiful, beautiful book. Love the Fantastic Four. First family in comics. Love 2 and 1 of the team-ups. Yeah, the first one had Man-Thing. And he was colored brown on the cover, which was kind of unusual. Another great Fantastic Four, number 107. Love this transition. And actually, I copied this where he's kind of grabbing his head when I was a young child for one of my comics that I made, which has sadly been lost in my fire. But great metamorphosis into the Thing type cover. And like I say, in the Ditko box, they would every month would be different. This one's the Invisible Woman up there, Invisible Girl, as she was called then. And the next month they'd have another one of the 4 up there. Switched off every month. Fantastic Four 101. So great Fantastic Four books in this box so far. Some of the later stuff. This is number 94. Return of the Frightful Four. Jack Kirby cover. Of course, he did over 100 issues. Love Reed Richards just stretching there. Of course, they were featured in the early, late 70s, early 80s Fantastic Four. They went up against the Frightful Four and others like that for the first time in comics. And I forgot about that. Jack Kirby actually did some work on that in animation. So he had quite the run in, and about 4 or 5 different times he animated stuff. Fantastic Four 91, another great Thing cover, and you see the Thing up here. I showed a magnet today on Pops with him in that stance, with his fist raised and whatever. That's that same magnet artwork, that 3D magnet I showed today. So pretty neat that that was featured on different things, covers. I gave 2073 for that. The one prior 2225, 1572 before that, 1373. So I didn't get them all cheap. This was my last great attempt at filling in some gaps for Fantastic Four. This is an unusual one, number 90. Has Sue Richards up here again. Of course, she reflects the box color. She's all in red too, or orange. But look at Human Torch. They darked his face out. And only on this issue. I don't know why. But kind of makes it unusual. Going up against the Skrulls there, which were first introduced in Fantastic Four number 2. Gave 1725 for that one. This one has an error in it, number 88. The House There Was, featuring the surprise supervillain of the year, number 88. And I gave 1223 for this. I think I have, 2 or 3 copies of this one because of the splash page error that Kirby made on it. And I'm going to show you the error. It happens, believe me. I've done the same thing drawing. So don't hate on Kirby too bad, but it's amazing that no one caught it. And it's right on the splash page, the very first page. Well, at least I got 8 likes. Hey, and we just picked up another guy. That's good. Now, what I do with my trash box? Gotta put tape can be deadly to comics. Just ask me. I had a piece of tape hit Batman number 7 one time. Lifted part of the cover right off that sucker. Ooh, yeah, the splash page here by Kirby. Can you guess the error on this? Can you find the error on that? Check out Mr. Fantastic Four's thumb. It's on the wrong side of his hand. The thumb would not be on the outside. His thumb's on the wrong side of the hand. It happens. Did you ever notice that? Now, I just noticed something that with the cover when I did that, I think. Might have a little spine split there. I don't know on this one. If I do or not, or maybe I was just imagining things. This one's from, since I've got it open, 1969, July 1969 issue. So if you want to pick up a Kirby error there, go ahead. I don't see any spine split. I'm freaking out. Put this bad boy back in the bag with the board. Yeah, this one I try and pick up, any way I can, just because it's got an error in it, of artwork. Pretty glaring error if you know what to look for. Look hard enough. Put the thumb on that. See, if he was stretching his hand, it would be on the inside, but it was on the other side. It's on the outside. And I'll take that down better later when I put it back in the box. Here's number 87 of Fantastic Four. Black sensitive cover. It's going to show some Reed Richards up in the Ditko box here. Some 12-cent goodness. Silver Age. Part of that long run by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. That's what I'm trying to work on. That's why I have so many of these that I bought in the last few years. Number 86, trying to complete from number 1 to 100. Of course, once you get up to around the early numbers, it's going to be tough getting those at a good grade at a reasonable price. Sue up here again, and they didn't color her blue this time. They kind of gave her some coloring. Nice Dr. Doom cover. That's supposed to be very good plus, so I gave $9.73 for it. I bought these on eBay. Number 83 with the Inhumans. $13.23 for this one. This is always great, that big old fist coming down the ground around them, just caving. Is that the Psycho Man? I'm not sure. Another great thing story, This Monster Forever, number 79 from Jack Kirby. Of course, out of all the characters, Jack Kirby probably identified with the Thing. He even drew himself with a cigar in his mouth as the Thing. And in the What If story, what if the Marvel bullpen was the Fantastic Four? In the first series, they had fun with that issue. Kirby was the Thing. And a book I didn't show today, I have shown it before, and I'll go ahead and show it because it's right here. But Amazing Heroes, number 100, and this has some phenomenal stuff in it. Just with Kirby artwork and different things on his life and career. Fantastic Four, number 78. Gave $19.73 for this. This is supposed to be like very fine condition. Fantastic Four, number 41. August. Yeah. With the Inhumans. Well, not necessarily the Inhumans. Starting out, Medusa was in the Frightful Four with Sandman, Paste Pot Pete, and the Wizard. Let's see. slight water damage, it says. But, you know, if you get like one little drop on it from your mouth or something. Gave $17.73 for that one. Not too bad. Oh, big old 64 pager here. King size special. Fantastic Four, number 9. Number 9. Lo, there shall be an ending. Yeah. Very nice. Supposed to be fine plus. I gave $8.72 for it. A big 52 pages. I mean, this is nice condition. Fine plus may be conservative on that for a big old thick Fantastic Four issue. Very nice. December, end of the year. Oh, jumping up a little bit. Fantastic Four 259 from 1983, October. John Byrne cover. I remember buying this on the stands. Nice John Byrne. Look at that, man. Dealing with Terrax before he became Terrax the Tamer. I think that's who that is. And Dr. Doom. Wonderful classic. I mean, how many, I love the big villain, and the heroes look small. You don't see that much anymore. Of course, Ditko did the artwork in the Ditko box up there. And Dave's in the house. Fantastic Four 78 had a great cover. Yeah. Yeah. I hope you saw all those, Dave. If not, you'll have to go back and look. They had quite a run there of old Fantastic Four. Here's a newer Fantastic Four. Don't know which series this is. It's the Marvel Now, number 7. Okay, so, you can have this or have that. What do you want to buy? I mean, come on. I'd pick that. Just saying. New comic covers sometimes leave, something to be desired. Here's Fantastic Four. I think this is a Alan Davis cover, number 6. That other might have been Alan Davis too. It says Marley here for the interiors. But I think this is the Alan Davis cover. For what I can see of it, I mean, look, all whited out. They have $1.70 for those. I mean, black, white. Okay. Might as well be a blank variant for somebody drawing. Not complaining, just saying. Fantastic Four, number 5. Back in the days of Caesar, I guess, the Ides of March going to stab Caesar to death. And the Fantastic Four, what? Of course, their costumes are white costumes during that time. This is a Mark Bagley cover. And Fantastic Four, number 4. Have to look here, but yeah, Mark Bagley cover, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, Mark Bagley. Have to look around. Yeah, he did the interiors and a lot of the covers during this run. It's kind of a nice cover. Really like how the torch is just streaking across. Really seems like flame, doesn't it? They did a great job on the coloring on that thing. Standing there looking powerful. Mr. Fantastic stretching. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, this is Mark Bagley cover, number 2, the Fantastic Four. It's kind of nice, grouping of heads. I like the heads with some other stuff going on. Always pretty effective on comic covers. I'm going to have to do like a head cover once I get my characters introduced. This is a variant cover to number 1 with Scotty Young cover with Galactus. He has a giant pacifier in there. That pacifier is probably as big as the moon. Look at Mr. Fantastic with the one tooth. Scotty Young having some fun with the Fantastic Four. Like his variants. This is a great John Byrne cover, number 268 from September 1983. And when you do turn this open, Dr. Doom's right there, just like he's revealing. He's on the splash page. Oh, it's like he's tearing the cover off to get to the splash page. Reflection in the gauntlet there. Just a great job by John Byrne on this run. And they do have these in trade paperback form. I have them back there because sadly I don't have all the little floppies. Just call me Hen. Hen has graced us. And for that, she will become a moderator and get a wrench. Glad to have you, Hen. Glad to have you. My analytics says that we have 0 women representation. And I've already had 3 or 4 women in here today. I don't know why YouTube is not counting my women coming in here. Another Fantastic Four, number 256. This one's from 1983 again. Nice Annihilist. I could not think of his name the other day while I was on stream. Annihilist. Yeah. Nice John Byrne cover. Of course, he did the heads up here. And I had the heads done to the Avengers at one time till I had a fire. Burnt the original artwork up. Now, I have or had, I don't know if I've sold it yet. I think I have a John Byrne cover artwork to this. Not the artwork, but the a production artwork to this cover. This is number 255. I like this that he's put the thing there. They're kind of looking down at him. He's tearing stuff up in the Ditko box. He just did a great job on this Fantastic Four run. You could tell he was really a fan. In fact, I think, oh, I'm blue. You're blue, huh? A blue hen. Fantastic Four 254. World's Greatest Comic Magazine. John Byrne there. John Byrne's first comic, I believe, was number 6, first appearance of Dr. Doom. Or was it 6 or 5? I forget. But that was his first comic. And you could tell it in this run that he had another John Byrne cover, 234. Now, up here is George Perez heads. Early on in his run, they just used the Perez heads till John Byrne drew them. Then they started using the John Byrne heads. But Perez did a run or 2 on Fantastic Four. And so he did heads that they would use over and over again. This was an interesting story. I remember reading it when it came out. All that goodness for 50 cents a piece. This is number 233 from 1981. Mission for a Dead Man, August issue. John Byrne cover. Little Human Torch going wild and melting stuff. Of course, everybody hated to see John Byrne leave the X-Men and do Fantastic Four, but he did a good run on that. I have many, many copies of this, and I see there's another one down here too. This is a Ringo cover with Kessel inks. This was probably around 2001 because it has the Twin Towers there with the little ribbon, the little red, white, and blue ribbon. This is the world's cheapest comic magazine at 9 cents. They do the double numbering. In this series, it's 60. In the overall series, it's number 489. But what are you going to do? Make it confusing, I guess. But 9-cent issue. Nice Ringo cover. The things, big old maul there, big old hand, big old fist. And that's and he's passed away now, sadly. Where Ringo, he would just sign it Ringo. Another copy there. Like I said, I've got a bunch of those 9-cent issues. Here's Silver Surfer, like a one-shot with John Buscema artwork, number 1. I picked that up when it came out on the stands. Happy to do, or I don't know that it came out on the stands. It might have been an early direct, but I remember getting it. This may be one that I had in my comic book shop when I had my comic book shop. That sounds wrong. Males on my channel and in the chat. Yeah, just call me hen. That's weird. My demo profile says 100% female, and I have numerous regular. Really? Well, it's opposite for me. It says I have 100% males and no females, and I know I've had well over a half dozen females in here. I just don't know what's going on, hen. On the analytics side of it, Superman, Wonder Woman, number 22. Really like this. This is Monsters of the Month variant cover. Sort of the old Cretan urn thing there. Cretan. Crete? Greek? Well, anyway. Supposed to represent. Is that right? Represent the woman as a harpy? And the man as a minotaur? I don't know. Huh. But he is Kryptonian, right? He's alien. We tend to forget that. They're men, Rex. Tree Goblin. Yeah, women or men. What am I, a biologist? What do I know? Just saying. Neil Adams cover, Monster of the Month variant cover, Green Lantern number 45. Good, some green. You know, he likes to do monsters from way back. Neil Adams cover. It came from Krypton. Yeah, the distressed look. I actually had this idea before it came out to distress stuff and make it look old. Now they do it a lot. Number 45, Action Comics featuring Superman. Number 45. How'd they get to 1,000 issues? Oh, they counted them all up. Got it. Anyway, looks like it's a Johnson cover. Looks like an old movie poster. It's nice, huh? It came from Krypton. See the folds? This must drive graders nuts to have to see if that's a real crease in the book or if it's just printed on. They have to take a magnifier and look a little closer, probably. Justice League, number 45, Monsters of the Month variant cover. Let me get my magnifier out, and I'll tell you the artist. If it's not too stylized. It doesn't matter. I don't recognize the name. Justice League, number 45, Monster of the Month cover, variant cover. Kind of a negative image, isn't it? On that one. Batman, number 45, Monster of the Month variant. What's going on with Batman? Huh. Spidey only got a couple extra arms. Checks, nope. Defo, boobs, not moobs. Yep, female. Yeah. You got to check. Got to check yourself. Here's Catwoman, Monsters of the Month variant, number 45. Kind of nice. Cats are like, meow. Messing with the bat again, I see. I'm Batman. Detective Comics, number 45. How'd they get to 1,000? Huh. Well, I just wish they wouldn't have double numbering and all like that. Wow, that looks like a Marvel Zombies type palette, doesn't it? I think that's Bill Sinkovich. Bill Sinkovich cover. I would never guess that's Bill Sinkovich unless his signature was down there. Would you? He did some nice stuff. He's still doing some nice stuff. Here's Green Arrow, Monster of the Month. I guess maybe this Swamp Thing. I'm not sure. Could be a zombie. Green Arrow looks like he's deceased. The arrows are coming out of the monster, so maybe that's what Green Arrow becomes, is Green Swamp Thing or something. I don't know. Before and after. Aquaman, number 45. Monsters of the Month. They had some interesting, they've done this Monsters of the Month more than once. The first I'd ever seen of any of those was in like the Marvel packs at Walmart. Or maybe they were DC packs, huh? Yeah, I like this. It has some overspray on it, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Amazing Adventures featuring the Beast. And this, I had the production artwork to this cover. This is Jim Starlin cover. And you can see the overspray is pretty bad on here. They spray on top at least so that they can pull them off the stands back in the day. You'd see the blue spray here almost covers up the authority cover. And then down below here, look at that on the yellow, the corner, and there on the lettering. Overspray pretty bad. If you were to have this graded, they would count off for that. You can have some overspray on the cover. It just really depends on how extensive it is and how distracting it is. But yeah, that's a Jim Starlin cover with the Avengers. And of course, the Beast fighting Juggernaut. The Beast. The character up here, I think, was done by Tom Sutton, which was reused. I think that's Tom Sutton artwork of the Beast. And the Beast again, Marvel Team Up number 38. Yeah. Forget who did this cover, but nice rendition of the Beast. And this is taken from an Avengers cover by Gil Kane. Spidey, who knows? Spider-Man is the hardest to identify the artist for, because I look at facial features to identify, unless they're real distinctive in anatomy, like Gil Kane. Jumping in the bath, your collection looked amazing. TC and see you soon, X. Yes, thank you, Hen. Jumping in the bath. Hot stuff. This is a special limited edition of Comics Greatest World. Frank. Yeah, they did a few of these full, and it has the diamond up there. Symbol. Frank Miller cover. X, first appearance of X, I believe. But this was a limited number that were full cover. Only gave $1.39 for it. Score. Black sensitive cover. Unexpected. Some more Silver Age goodness. A Green Glob Weirdy story in this. The Man Who Dared to Die. That's not the main. That's the backup story, the Green Glob, which was featured in a lot of comics. Tales of the Unexpected. Look out below. Who will be a captive of the giant raindrops? Yeah, this big number 92, big authority code there. I've seen bigger, but 2 of Unexpected, Tales of the Unexpected. And then later it became just Unexpected around issue 103, somewhere around that. I know that because I have like the Adler to that cover. Gave $5.33 for that. Deathlock, number 26. I wish I had a 25. That's his first appearance. So this is his second appearance. He was created by Rich Buckler. This is Rich Buckler cover in Astonishing Tales. I do have some production artwork to some of these. In fact, I just sold some a while back of Deathlock pages. second appearance. I wish I had his first. It's a little pricey, but I'll get it. Matt Richbuckler in 1983. This book here was featured in the comedy Meatballs. And even the interiors, the kid is looking at some comics, and this is the one he's looking at, and it has in his hands Marvel 2-in-1 number 50. Great thing about it is it has a George Perez cover, Joe Sinnott inks, but the inside are John Byrne. Great fight between the original orange lumpy thing, which I prefer, although I do like the Rocky look too. But on this cover, and I have an 8.5 CGC graded one of this, but I got to have one to read and look. Man, I mean, let's just open this bad boy up and take a look at it. If you don't have this book in your collection, you don't like comics. Or you ain't black. Wait a minute. You don't vote for me, you're not black. I think somebody said that one time. Because this has some great knockdown, drag out, and the Bill Murray movie Meatballs, he's kind of counseling that guy, that actor. He had played the kid. He played a lot of stuff back then, but I haven't seen him. I'd like to see an updated picture of what he looks like today, even if he's passed away. How morbid is that? Gave $2.42 for this one. Maybe 8.5. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of interested. Yeah, Joe Sinnott on the inks. Remembrance of Things Past. Yeah, he uses Dr. Doom's time travel platform, I think. Shows, I think he's trying to go back and prevent himself from ever becoming the thing, Lumpy. But where you really get some nice, big scope panels is like here. And I used to have some production artwork to this. This page here, I wish I'd had that page. If I did, I don't know. But I did have some of these. Scanned all of them. So, and I hadn't even thought about that in a long time. But yeah, I mean, look at that. He confronts him old self. He's even got not the blue tights, but the brown tights on. And just whops the thing and destroys a car. Nice John Byrne when he, was his stuff was tight. Of course, Joe Sinnott's inking helps make it tight too. But look here, just tearing out. I just love how he draws the lumpy thing, In fact, that was kind of the impetus for me creating a character called Oak that I need to get done. It's a dude. Yeah, it's a dude. Well, what am I, a biologist? I couldn't tell you if it's a dude or whatever. I mean, wraps him up in the asphalt here. All you see is his head. Just a wonderful, wonderful, one of my favorite comics of all time, really. I mean, just wonderful, tight John Byrne. When he was just really tight doing his Fantastic Four. Look at that. Nice ad there. The Hulk. How many times has that been used? Or this Spidey pose. Spidey artwork. That's a great thing. You can reuse that art over and over and over again. Of course, I didn't mention it, but on the draw, there's John Byrne drawn there. Got some Conehead and Linda Carter and Christy McNichols and Ladd and Farrell, the posters. Yeah. I mean, just an epic battle, depicted. Getting the thing wet there, grabbing the. And in the end, it doesn't change anything. The thing's going to still be the thing. He didn't change his past. And then, boom. Great stuff. Great stuff, man. He does cure him, but he creates an alternate timeline in this. Spoilers. And here you see him changing back into the thing. I mean, into the being grim. But as he finds out, it doesn't change him. But at least he helped him out, you know. That being grim. And where'd my bag go? There's my bag. Great book, huh? Great book. And you can get that in Marvel Essentials, you know. It'll be black and white. I do like the coloring on this book. Trying to put these back in old bags sometimes is a chore. But one of the greats, and featured in the movies too. I love seeing it. I need to go back and watch Meatballs just to see what other comics I can identify. Probably a Marvel guy. Has probably mostly Marvel, if not all Marvel. Here is a another example. I do have the production cover to this. Kind of a Muhammad Ali type character. You can't tell. It's in his back. Of course, Muhammad Ali was probably boxing at this time, or had just ended his career. I'm not. But this is Jim Starlin cover for House of Mystery number 281. I have the production cover to that. Some of these I was not aware of. You know, I have a bunch of House of Mysteries. I like them because they have Dial H for Hero and Space Ranger and other things. I do have a bunch of House of Mysteries, but was unaware of this one until I got the production artwork. And then, of course, you got to get the book to go with it. Help sell the production artwork. I'm not sure that I've sold that piece. This piece, I know I have the production artwork still. It was given to me free, actually, but nobody wants it. I think it's a great cover. It's Ross Andrew and Mike Esposito, Brave and the Bold, number 77. That's a good cover. Maybe I'm asking too much. I mean, it is a 12 center after all. Silver Age. Paid $10.90 for that book. And I have the production cover to this. This is Joe Kubert cover. This is the last Showcase. You know, Showcase went away for a little bit, and then it came back and did a few more issues with like Hawkman and Adam Strange. But this was the very last one. Nazi cover. Yeah, this is Showcase number 104, the very last issue of Showcase that showed off first Justice League of America, first Green Lantern, first Atom, first Rip Hunter Time Master, first appearance of Adam Strange, first appearance of the Flash. That started the Silver Age. Just a great run, and this is the last issue. So probably lower print. Go out and get your copy today. 104. Great Nazi cover. Joe Kubert. Daredevil. Now I have 3 pages to that. I think I sold one of them. This has early Barry Windsor Smith artwork in it, number 50. You want to take a look at that? It looks like Kirby. I think this is a Gene Colan. Well, I don't know if that's Gene Colan or not. I would say it's Gene Colan. Probably not Gene Colan inks. But yeah, this has, you know, they told like Barry Windsor Smith and people like Rich Buckler and other artists of the day to draw like Kirby. You know, we want you to kind of emulate Kirby, kind of like they told John Romita Sr. to emulate Steve Ditko when he started Spider-Man. He did that for an issue or two and struggled with it, and then just did his own style after a while. But at those first few issues, he just tried and look like a Ditko. Yeah. Barry Windsor Smith. Johnny Craig did the inks. This is Barry Windsor Smith. Very Kirby-ish. Early Barry Windsor Smith. Did Machine Man, Conan. Even when he did Conan in the early 70s, he still had that Kirby look. Yeah. Now, like some production pages to these. It seems like they're all in a row. One of them might be this page. I don't know. I'd have to look through here. But yeah, very Kirby-ish. And Daredevil there fighting this big robot. My orders are to destroy you. I mean, a very simplified Kirby. Look at that hand and everything. But they were encouraged to look like Jack Kirby back in the mid-70s. And that was when he was over at DC. Got Karen Page, a little drama with her crying on the phone and everything. Right. Yeah, very, very Jack Kirby-ish. I had this page, I think, production artwork, or did. I'd sold one of them, but very Kirby-like, but that's Barry Windsor Smith. Nice colors in this. Very, very nice colors. Just trying to find you a good page to look at. I think mine must have been earlier on. No, I think I had the last page. Yeah, I've got the last page. If I hadn't sold it, I had the production artwork to that page. Very last page. Kirby-like. This is Daredevil number 50. 12 center. Nice glossy cover. You know, buying production artwork has really expanded my comic book collecting because I like to get the book that goes with it, you know. Even though I've identified with it, I like to get an example. And even after the production art is over with, even though I scan everything, I like to get the comic. So, and then, you know, add that to my collection. So I wind up collecting stuff normally I wouldn't collect. I do have some Daredevils, but he's not high on my list. He was when I was getting them for about $1 a copy. That's a great thing about Daredevils, you know, but of late they have been going up and they are higher than $1 now. Let's see. I have production artwork, I think, to this. I'm not sure because I do have some Captain Marvel production artwork. Maybe a page. Good excuse to buy the books, and sometimes before they really go up in price. This is Captain Marvel number 4, which really wasn't a success, the run on him. Of course, in his old original green and white costume going up against Submariner. Yeah, I think him and Submariner battling. It's $6.98 for that. I've had or have this Major Disaster. He was also on one of those Radio Shack giveaways. Major Disaster was. Legion of Superheroes. This is Rich Buckler and Bob Mccloud. I've met both of those. Of course, Rich Buckler's passed away now, but Bob Mccloud's still doing comics. A couple months ago, Andy Smith had him on his show, and it was good to see him again. He hadn't changed that much since 1983. That was the same year I met Rich Buckler, although different conventions. Yeah, I had a page inside this. This is Mike Plug cover, Man Thing number 5. I have Mike Plug interior artwork and had a Mike Plug production thing to that. This is Bad Printing Ink Errors. Inside, I guess. Marvel value stamp missing out of that one. The Age of Marvel stamps. Oh, man. Here's some gold. Of Grips. Grips number, or is it Grips Adventures? Grips Adventures number 3. Man, these are so low print run, you just can't believe anything Greater Mercury or Silver Wolf. I get Cobb's cover, created by Chris Silver. Grips Adventures. I don't know if this had Tim Vigil artwork in it or not. These are extremely low. I read in one of theirs that the print run on one of their books that was coming out was like 350 copies. That's nothing, especially as old as these are and they're lost over time or whatever. Yeah, I'd try and grab up multiple copies of this type of stuff. Number 5, Grips Adventures. It's just so scarce. Maybe it's so scarce nobody will notice. Part of comic book history, though. Grips Adventures number 8. And then, of course, some of the subsequent later numbers maybe didn't sell as well as the early numbers, like in every run. And so eventually it gets canceled. So number 8 may be an extremely, extremely low print. Don't know. Of course, he had one blade. Was kind of more violent Wolverine. That's what he was kind of compared as. Hi, Eric. Or Eric, you back? Or just call me Hen? No, she went to the bath. Oh, well. We picked up one person. Was it Eric? Eric? Oh, Eric, my friend, did not get a wrench. Here you go. There, you're a moderator. You got your wrench. Is this your first time in? Or did I just ignore you last time you were in? Grip Special. This has got to be rare, low print run. Grip Special number 1 from Greater Mercury Comics. Just orange with black. Got to be low print on all these. This is the stuff I really like to collect, the independent stuff. Nope, I've been lurking for a while. Oh, okay. Well, good that you finally made a comment so you could get your wrench. Come on, man. Silver Wolf Grips with Tim Vigil artwork. Number 1. Yeah, number 1 at Grips. I remember seeing this back in the day, and they were like, Grips? Yeah, they were talking about it. I never did get it, but they wanted like $10 a copy. I was like, ooh, that's too expensive for my blood. I remember I was buying some Valiant stuff and, but passed up on Grips. But now I've got it. Joe Martin's Seeker of Vengeance, Sky Comics, number 1. I think he also did some stuff for Hall of Heroes. High Risk Entertainment. How risky can it be reading a comic book? Pretty risky if your girlfriend doesn't like you reading comics. In which case, dump her and go buy some more. That's what I say. Tell me what I can do and don't want to do. Grayson, number 13, Monster of the Month variant cover. Homage to Creature from the Black Lagoon. One of the best designed costumes for movies ever, in my opinion. Hey, Lorenzo. Lizard representation. Just in time. Ha! Here is new Suicide Squad number 13, Monsters of the Month. It's pretty wild to see Black Manta all wrapped up like a mummy. That big old helmet. Of course, Boris Karloff, the mummy, in the sort of oval sarcophagi. Homage. This is Starfire. Yeah, sort of as the Headless Horseman. Ever seen Starfire from the new Teen Titans with her head off? Yeah. Kind of nice. Painterly. This is good stuff. It's wrenchless. Oh, is she now? I think she went. Oh, Thanks for pointing that out to me. I want some female representation in here. I had to back up in the chat. What'd you do? Back up and see that wrench? There, she's added as a moderator. If she's already left, she'll be surprised next time she comes in. Can't believe as many times that Mrs. Good Stuff's been in here that I haven't given her a wrench. What's up with that, guys? Y'all are falling down telling me this. Harley Quinn, number 21, Monster of the Month variant cover. Another cover. They just like to go dark nowadays, you know? I think they picked that up from Hollywood. It's not necessarily a good thing, guys. This got to be one of the weirdest covers, you know. Might be accurate. Kind of a grumpy cat type thing. I am fear. Oh, yes. Nothing frightens me. Sinestro, number 16, Monster of the Month cover. Really? Sinestro. Pink cat. Oh, yes, that's scary. I am fear. Deathstroke, number 11, Monster of the Month cover. Now, this is cool, especially showing the decay of his face there. Almost looks like a Michael Myers cover. Halloween. I didn't know till like this year that mask was modeled on, you know, an early 70s movie mask that they had of William Shatner. Did you? That Michael Myers mask is based on William Shatner's face. It's amazing. I was kind of blown away. I saw it then. I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, Superman, King of the Superheroes. It's alive. Monster, number 45, sort of 50-foot. It kind of, he's got a car in his hands. So, you know, Superman and cars go all the way back. This is Action Comics number 1 homage cover. Guy's running. He's got the car. He's just larger. It's kind of a takeoff, a riff on Action Comics number 1. That's kind of nice. And Cyborg number 4, Monsters of the Month. We looked at some Cyborgs yesterday, but here's the monster cover. You go monstrous Kirby-like hands. I didn't know that little thing up there would blast. Did you? I didn't know that. Here's Robin, son of Batman, number 5. Nice cover. I really like it. Mm-hmm. Run away. Giant kaiju. The Flash at the bus stop. How exciting. Number 45. Black Canary. Eat those brains. Yeah. This is an all red cover. I did Monster Man, or what did he do? Madman. That's what it was. Madman. He also did like Ecstatic for Marvel and stuff. Yeah. Eating those brains. Looks like she's got lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. Just pick out the bullets out of that one. Kind of creepy cover, huh? Batman, number 5, Monster of the Month. He's sort of vampirish. I think this is a takeoff, really an homage to Neil Adams, or I get a Neil Adams vibe. Maybe his early Dracula stuff in the magazines, Marvel magazines. I like Batman Beyond. I should have said Beyond, but I didn't. Batman Beyond. That was a great 5 seasons. I like Batman Beyond. Wonder Woman, number 45. Monster of the Month. Sort of Medusa thing going on there. Action Comics #1 tribute cover. Although, if you don't look at it too quickly, this kind of looks like the creature coop that I showed yesterday, the Wacky Racer creepy coop that he's wrecking. Number 25, Batman jumping for his life. Ah! Yeah, but you have the person running away here, and he's got the car above his head. Action Comics #1 tribute cover. Oldie but a goodie. Crash that car. Johnny Monster from Image, number 3 of 3. Of course, this here is an homage to the Hulk annual, that giant king-size annual that Jim Steranko did, where he's holding up the Incredible Hulk logo on his back. Johnny Monster. Kind of nice, huh? Looks like an interesting title, interesting thing. Here's number 2 of 3 of Johnny Monster. Guest starring Fire Breather, Image Comics. I like that logo with the creature. And it changes, Look at the logo here on number 1. It's got a different creature. What this one have on it? Yeah, they didn't do that on this, but it's nice. Well, I don't know. Did they? I guess they kind of did. It's kind of there by its boot. But yeah, that's kind of neat. Change the creature up on there every time. There's number 1. It's kind of a nice, simple cover. White, condition-sensitive cover. Johnny Monster. Forever Evil, number 2. This would be David Finch cover and interior artwork. Ultraman and all of them in the storyline. Here's number 1. Meet the New World Order. Joe Biden? Oh. Did you pick up Forever Evil? Black cover, kind of sensitive to damage. Dungeons and Dragons. This is a Hastings exclusive. Virgin cover. Almost looks like Irene's Furious. Is it Furious? Fiendish. And I have the book. Can't wait to get it. Sorry she had problems with the printers. Had some damaged books, and they act like they're really jerking her around. I enjoyed Batman Beyond. Yeah, it was great, wasn't it? This was a cover, color incentive cover for Dungeons and Dragons. Hastings exclusive cover. You could only get it at a Hastings. One of the nicer pickups that I got when Hastings went out from IDW. We'll see how long IDW sticks around. Army of Darkness, Hillbillies, and Deadnecks, number 16 from Dynamite. Chainsaw, yeah. Rum. Let's kill us some zombies. Walking Dead. And this is Evil Ernie, number 1. Origin of Evil, part 1. Yeah. 2-color, you can have an effective cover, Doesn't take a lot of coloring. It's on how you design it. Super Zombies, number 1. This was kind of an intriguing title. Super Zombies. Vampirella versus Dracula, Dynamite, number 5. Going up against the Prince of Darkness. Who will survive? My money's on. I would put it on Dracula, but it's Vampirella's, and Dracula might give her a pass, but it seems like Dracula would defeat Vampirella. But I don't know. Really enjoyed the 80s Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. That was good, and I've got those all on disc. It really was a good cartoon show. Vampirella, the Red Room, number 4. Like how they did the blood wings behind her. Red Sonja, number 38. She-Devil with a sword. Just wade in and start chomping and chopping. Slice and dice. Red Sonja, number 34. Took some arrows to the shield. Got some blood on that spear already. Yeah, Red Sonja. You gotta love her costume. Got to. Only one watching? Is it only me and Lorenzo left? Wow. Okay. Black and white special edition, Red Sonja Vacant Shell. Yeah, nice. Just pencils, not even ink. This looks like a, looking at it, it looks like an Adam Hughes cover to it, but I bet it is. Adam Hughes. Again, now look at the face. Could be wrong about that, but it looks like an Adam Hughes cover to me. The artist that draws sexy women. And just once we get to the sexy part, everybody dips out. What's up with that? Who's streaming against me? Who dares? Bring them to me. Terminator Revolution, number 4. Terminator. Say you want a revolution. Yeah, man, you got me wanting to watch some Dungeons and Dragons now, Lorenzo. The Bionic Woman, number 4, from the pages of the Bionic Man, 2012. Bionic Woman. She did have some nice covers. Come out from Dynamite. Here's Bionic Woman number 5. Bionic Woman number 1. Steve Austin. We can rebuild him. Stronger, faster, smarter. Number 2. Got them out of order there a little bit. Nice ride. Bionic Woman number 3. High leg kick. Chwa! I had a friend that knew Taekwondo, and he would do that up in my face all the time just to see how close he could get to my nose without ever touching it. He never did. He was pretty good. Another number 4. And Battlestar Galactica Ghost. We may have seen one of those before. Almost looks like the She-Hulk with that coloring. Oh, we picked up somebody in here. I like that little counter. And 12 likes. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Battlestar Galactica is the final 5. Number 2. An original interpretation of the story of the final 5. There you go. That was a storyline that they had within the new Battlestar Galactica at the time. Be interesting to compare what they put on screen with what was in the comic. Yeah, Battlestar Galactica, the final 5, number 3. Great retro Cylon. Love that, man. Yeah. Number 2 of Battlestar Galactica Ghost. And the final little bit in that box. Lone Ranger, number 20 from Dynamite. And as I was saying before, this is a Cassidy cover. Oh, yeah. He's there in the interiors. Lone Ranger, number 15. Lone Ranger is an ancestor of Green Hornet. was quite prominent in the writing of the connection of the two up till about 1940. Then they kind of dropped that. Number 14, another Cassidy cover. Cassidy, a great one to draw a Western like this, because of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, huh? Great movie. I saw that at theater, I think. Yeah, I don't think Cassidy did this one, but this one's really nice. Number 13, Lone Ranger. Dun, 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 dun. Clayton Moore played him. Clayton Moore also played in a lot of serials. He would play the bad guys and get beat up by the hero. Lone Ranger. He might have even got beat up by Captain America in his. Number 10, very simple but effective cover. And I do like the shadow effect on this. Number 8. Yeah, in Devil Flyer, I have a 2-page thing where he's been shot in the neck and it's all scattered shards and it's kind of a, haze, what's kind of going through his mind at the time. Still working on this story back here. Again, I was showing some old books that Kirby did, some old Kirby stuff today on Pop's channel. So if you missed that, go check that out. We had a lot of fun. It's called The Show Offs. And Dave, who was in here earlier and might still be, I think he went to bed. Anyway, yeah, still working on the story for Doc Blaylock. Coming along, though. Added another panel last night while I was on a stream. And I figured out a better way to do this panel here. Just roughing in, some stuff for the story that's going to knock your socks off. It really will. Can't wait to see what Doc turns in. But that'll be Grave Tales in the 48-pager. Did you get tired of your friend pretending he would kick you? Who was that? Who was that, Lorenzo? Who was pretending that they would kick me? I didn't get tired of it, I don't guess, because, yeah, back Devil Flyer, the Ash Can, thanks for dropping that link. Can't wait. I mean, Alterna's going to be churning out. Should be getting my bundles and other, backed it at different times, so it may trickle in. It may have come in all at one time, but I think I bought 3 bundles, maybe 2. The Taekwondo. Yeah. No, he was just showing off, and he was kind of keeping limber and stuff. It's kind of like a joke for him. And I wasn't the only person I saw him do that to, but so I didn't take it personal really. But yeah, it was kind of something. He, yeah, he could tie you up. I mean, he could be in a seated position. Somebody come at him, and this one black guy came at him one time, and was going to, and he was like in a bean bag or something. I don't know. And they said he started mouthing off. My friend Elsie was there. In fact, he was the one that relayed the story to me. And he said, no, he said, oh yeah, there's 2 of you, you'll jump in. He said, no, I'm just going to sit here and watch him kick your ass, and so he tied him up. And then he said, if I let you go, you better behave. And he says, okay. So he let him go. And then he went at him again, and he tied him up again. He said, if I let you go, next time I'm going to break your arm, if you come at me again. He didn't. He'd already tried him twice, and he done tied him up very easily, even with him sitting down. He knew his stuff. He knew size didn't matter, But anyway, I've had a great time today. I don't know about you. Mostly comics today, but less to put up, and still doing a lot of moving. We'll be moving in a lot of stuff from my mother's house in the next couple of days. Still got to work, just hammer out this story regardless. Doc's chomping at the bit to get it. got to find my cable around here so that I can relay him the pictures and he can get started. And he's also going to be doing a trading card for me. So I'm slowly lining up who's going to be doing what and getting them started on stuff. So it should be a lot of fun. I did make progress in here today. I don't have all this up here anymore. Uh, but yeah, I still got a lot to do, you know, and great motivation for Pop's program today to do a little cleanup and not get so much out. So, and I hope you don't mind too much. Uh, but yeah, I'll be doing a lot of cleanup, and ultimately, if I clean up in the right area, I find some stuff to show. So, don't give up on me yet. We'll find some more odd items and more exciting stuff, and of course, more comics. Um, Thanks for everybody coming in here on a Sunday afternoon. Hope you enjoy your Sunday and your weekend. And yeah, keep collecting, guys. I appreciate it. And yeah, go back Devil Flyer today if you can.